Hi, in this video, we're going to take look location picker. It's a PnP control. So here you can see this how the control looks like. So we can remove the location and then we can change any location. So by using this control, we can get street and everything, pin code, postcode, country, everything. We don't have to collect one by one or separate. uh, this will cover everything. Also, this is one of the new field type. Hope you know. You can see here the new field type called location. So it's completely take care in everything. So we don't have to collect one by one. It's also very important to collect address from users. So it's very useful control. Let's see how it works and how to use this control. Let me create a new project. You micros it's ready. Now we can install PnP controls. So that let me jump into the project directory. cd PnP control is installed. Let me open the project in Visual Studio Code. Yes. Let me import the PnP control. Replace this part into the PnP control code. So we have to get the context from webpart class. Let me save all the files and run Gumshoe. Here I have already created a list for this demo. So this list basically having one location column called address. Uh, then you can see that as pop-up as well here, which looks cool. Uh, this is a localhost URL. Better we can create a new page for this page debugging. So webpack debugging. Publish this. We can add this in the URL. Basically, debug file equal to the localhost URL. That's all. And the manifest.js URL. So we can access the localhost report. Okay, I can see the report now. Perfect. It looks perfect. Works perfect. But we have to let me see how to save the value and retrieve the value using this location picker control, and then we can save and retrieve the values into this already created list called demo. Here we can add a new item and then put some value. And then also we try to know, we can try to retrieve the values as well. Okay, let me install the PnP for uh, retrieve and update SAP report. Let me add the constructor. The constructor, so this ESP have to be imported anyway. We will let me create the state as well here. I rename this file and then create one dummy state file. State interface. I'm importing the state, sorry, PnPSP. Okay, so basically here we initializing the PnP here with context because avoid some problem. We have to include some other code as a part of PnPSP. So let me try to retrieve the item first. So this function basically retrieving the item from demo list as well as just selecting title and address. This is always good to select the properties. If we not add this, it will bring all the fields which are possible to get, but putting this is makes very less load. It's recommended. Let me call this function in the constructor. Now we will check. Uh, okay, we getting this list item and then setting to the here. So also here we have added the selected address and then we imported the location picker item in the state and then we assign the property type for the selected address. Also here we have to assign some dummy value here like this dot state. Sorry, not like this. Okay, we have to assign some dummy value and then this assigned value is passed to this default value. We have to import some other imports for use PnP. So these are all. So now we will retrieve the item. So I have to add this into the state. So here you can see the location picker item is imported from this location. I have to use this as a variable type, and then also I have to initialize this state. I can able to set null very first time. Then I have to call that function. This dot. Okay, now when we render the web part, it will call automatically, and then it takes the value from demo, and these properties are retrieved from the item one, and then item dot address. We doing JSON parse and then assigning this to selected address. Basically, selected address we define the type as iLocation picker item. So whatever the value we getting from the list, uh, and then we just have to convert to JSON and then we can assign to this item. It's completely fine. Okay, let me save everything and then go server. So here's 5 pages. We have already created one page for this testing. Now I can see the values coming from the list, demo list. It's a technologies selected. So let me change the value here and check whether it works or not. Let's change to TCS. TCS. Okay, this is the location I say. Yeah, okay, good. I changed the value. Now I'm doing refresh in this page for part of testing. Okay, it's TCS. Let me try to refresh. No, it's not getting the value. Let me check the code. Yeah, here we not set the default value. Okay, now it should work. Ready to refresh now. Perfect. So I can get the same address. It's retrieved from this list. So now we will try to update the address. Okay. For that, we have to add button for save. We will add here. So we have to add the button input as well. So the function update function. So this update function looks different because the reason is otherwise we have to add this problem, auto binding problem. So that's the reason I'm adding like this. Even this one can be changed similar to this. Okay, because this one is never face any problem because we are already calling the function from constructor, so it's get binded by default. But this function we calling through the event, so it's not get binded. So we have to use this kind of arrow function. So binding issues will not happen. So here I am just updating the same item with the new selected item. Here we have to change this dot set state. Okay, this value is directly assigned to this set address, and then here we just making as a stringify and setting the value here. Also we're getting error. Okay, we got to remove this curly brace. Let me try to test again. Okay, it's ready. Now I'm changing the value to Microsoft Bangalore. Update. Go back and refresh this list. Now it's get updated. That's all. It's very simple to use this control. Uh, so if we take look this out of box control, uh, this is exactly looks similar. So here how it looks, and then how it looks, it's everything looks exactly the same. That's all. Thank you.